All right, welcome back. This is War 2. We've matched PYCB. My sorry. My team's gonna be S99, Anti-Venom, and Hulkling. So I'm starting out on Path 1 in Section 1, and my first fight is a Shocker. And I had no idea what the fuck Shocker did. So I read up on his abilities, did some duels, and I came up with a game plan. And my game plan was PS1, full suicides, gonna hit his block, build my 4 Pierce, then break through it with the unblockable, get my 4 Aptitude, then launch my Special 2. With Cosmic Power Back boosts, go from Special 2 to Special 2, right? Fight's over. Problem with that plan is I don't follow it. He's gonna get a Special 1, and I'm gonna make the dumbass decision to bait that out before I throw my Special 2. So by the time I throw it, I no longer have the unblockable, and then he is going to auto block my Special. And I don't know if I got lucky. I want to say I got lucky, but I don't know if it was just the recovery time of him coming out of block there. I was able to block before he punished me for it. I really don't know. I mean, I want to say it was lucky. It could have just been that's how long it takes. Not really sure. He still goes down relatively quickly, though. Next up here is Symbiote Spidey on Masochism. So he's going to be unblockable for a lot of this fight. So my plan was PS1. I'm going to hit his block until he decides to throw a heavy. Use that for an opening. And then if he is unblockable when he throws his... I did not plan on that happening. If he is unblockable when he throws his Special 1, I'll dex the full thing. If not, I'll block the first hit and dex the second. Get a heavy out of him. I'm going to launch my Special 2 now that Maso is triggered so I can get the Wither on him. And from here, it's just going to be blocked hits. Now, he has a Special right now, and he's unblockable, which is fine. I practiced dexing that. I only got it like 75% of the time, though. But I was like, if I get hit by one of them, it's really not that big of a deal. And now from here on out, I'm just going to hit block, and makes this fight super easy. I was actually pretty happy with this fight overall, because it was a little scary. I've never done it before. Now carrying the PS1 into Section 2, I have this Kindred, and my plan for this one is all blocked hits. I don't care what Special I bait. I really wasn't worried about the degen or trying to deal with any of his abilities, punishing his specials, none of that crap. I was like, fuck that. I'm just going to build my 20 ruptures. I'm going to let that do a majority of the work. And then I am going to land regular hits at times just to reach my Special 2, so that when he reaches his 5% health threshold, whatever, ideally I'd like to have him in his corner for it so that I can just launch my Special with a clear opening and not have the AI dex me or just move out of the way of it. So most of the fight is going to be spent trying to push him back with blocked hits primarily, while building to my Special 2. And worked pretty well. I was pretty happy with that fight too, actually. Next up is Photon on EMP. Pretty much a Photon boss fight. The node doesn't matter at all, because I can't get buffs. So Prey on the Weak, EMP, all that crap. It's just like a no-node Photon, basically. So after the Shocker fight, I made sure to take off Dex and set up my Photon masteries, because I'm using Spidey for the rest of the war. And that way, in the moment, you don't forget going from one fight to the next. I like to be on top of that. Because last thing I want to do is fuck something like a mastery change up. But yeah, it's pretty much a Photon boss fight with less health. Gonna hit block, build my ruptures, punish her Special 1s and her heavies, use my relic as soon as I get it, and if I happen to reach a Special 2, I will use that. Next up is Mangog. Who would have thunk? Yeah, so with the tactic, just heavy, like 4 times. At that point, he gets a special 1. You bait it out of him. Then you go back to heavying. Get your 5 exhaustions. Reach your special 2. Throw it. Get 2 withers, 5 exhaustions, and then just start hitting block. Ideally, if he reaches a second special 2 like this one does, you want to bait it out of him. This one didn't want to throw it. So I'm going to spend a lot of time draining his power, because I'm draining it too fast to push it over the 1 bar threshold. So at this point, I'm kind of like, all right, well, it's going to need to drain a bit. That was an accidental relic. Pay no attention to that. Never happened. You saw nothing. So I'm just letting his power drain down, and once he's going to, once he reaches 0 power, he'll start bursting, and then he will drop very fast. Although I only used like a 20 and a 10 for this fight, because I stopped after the Photon fight, because we had some confusion about taking a mini earlier on. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't needed for it before continuing, and my boost fell off. So we ended up winning. The war's not over yet for PYCB, but the war is done, essentially. We went 115-2. They're already at 13 deaths. I'm not sure what they're going to close with, but good luck to PYCB for the rest of their season, and that's all she wrote for now. Thank you very much for watching.